What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the unofficial first edition of Straight Talk Sunday. Now, if you were not here earlier, I talked about how Straight Talk Sunday is something that I'm going to do in my house, typically, you know. But, man, extenuating circumstances today, I was not able to get that done for y'all. Oh, my life, man. There's certain aspects of my life that I'm struggling with. There's a thing called the wellness wheel. If you don't know what it is, look it up. Um, but I'm not just gonna tell you to look it up. I'm also gonna say, yeah, I'm not just gonna tell you to look it up. I am going to maybe dedicate an episode of Straight Talk Sundays to explaining what the wellness wheel is with graphs and explanations and how to best utilize it or whatever. So, but just for now, because this is very impromptu, not impromptu in the sense of I didn't Rolling River Day Camp. Okay, Rolling River Day Camp. Okay, sorry about that. Multitasking. Hi, Vicky. Long time no see. I don't think I've seen you on one of my lives in a little bit. So, I was talking earlier, I don't think you were on that live, but I was talking earlier about how I wanted to make my weekly live something called Straight Talk Sundays, where I do somewhere between like 7 and 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And I want to pick a topic and take that topic. Oh, all the Christmas stuff is out. I admire people's dedication. I just don't have it in me to do. Anyways, I want to pick a topic on Sundays, and I want the topic to be like a raw and authentic look at my history, specifically pertaining to lessons learned. And I've mentioned this before, but I remember when we would go through really hard things in life, as in me and my immediate family. And there was a thing my dad used to say, which was, "Any lessons learned?" God, I just said that, and then I heard him saying it in my head, and it bothered me. Not really, not really. Like, things are kind of more endearing a little bit as memories, because in the moments when you have emotions behind those things, you're not thinking about the core reason why those things were said. You're just like, this makes me mad because I just went through this really hard thing in my life, and I'm supposed to be talking about the lesson learned. Like, come on, man, right? So, that's kind of my focus of what I want Straight Talk Sundays to be. To talk about some of the hard things that I've gone through in life and the things that I have learned from them, because I have had a hard life. I hate having to explain that to people, because sometimes I will tell people about the hard life that I've lived, and they will be like, well, could have been harder. You could have faced this. You could have had that happen. And I'm like, yes. And, you could comparatively say that about anything. No offense to anyone, because this is Straight Talk Sunday. But if I lost a leg, I could have lost two legs. If I got a flat tire, I I could have crashed my car. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, if I went blind in one eye, I could have gone blind in both eyes. Now, this is not anything to talk about those things specifically, but it's just more like, what I'm trying to say is, comparatively, you can always find something worse than what you're going through, and I feel like it's just such a way to invalidate somebody's experience, and I don't like when people do that. Your experience is your experience. If your experience is, I use this example all the time because I remember I was talking to somebody. I'm sorry you're going through it, Chocolate. If you want to share, you can. If you don't want to share, that is fine. And I just wish you the best in getting through whatever it is that you are going through. Hi, Cass. I have to say Chocolate got here before you. I'm sorry. But I have to also give you credit at the same time that you got on here without a warning, without a Discord warning. So I have to give you the credit for that. You did that. You ate that. You ate that, Cass. You ate that. I know all my Gen Z friends will be like, Mark, you sound so weird saying that. And I'm like, you know what? Sometimes it's actually the first thing that comes to my mind. Like, you ate that up. Yeah, so I'm tired. I hate having to explain why my hard time is valid. Because I could give you a, a background story about how I grew up, and to somebody, it's like that ain't nothing because I had this happen, and to somebody else, it's like I'm sorry that you experienced that because I never had to. So hold on one second. Hold on. They call me Slim Shady. I'm back. I'm back because they call me Slim Shady. I'm back. I'm back. Technically, Ma told me. Ooh, not you telling on yourself. Credit removed. Ma gets the credit because Ma is the one who told you. They call me Slim Shady. Yeah, you did not eat. Chocolate continued to eat because Chocolate is having a bad day and still managed to get here before you. Listen, Chocolate, I gotta ask you, do you get notifications or something? Because I have noticed that you are on here on average, at least first or second. Except for if I'm on it at an odd hour, sometimes you're not there, but sometimes you are. Sometimes I hop on here like 3 o'clock in the morning, you're here. Sometimes I hop on here at 2 in the afternoon, you're here. Sometimes I hop on at 8 a.m. Like you're not here every time, but just in terms of the person who is on here the most consistently in the off season, you've definitely been the employee of the off season by far. Hit that like button exactly. I miss you guys sometimes when I'm not on here for a while, and this week because of me taking that trip that I told you about. Um, I like being on here. It used to be something that I was doing exclusively to get money. Oh, did I tell you guys? I think that I mentioned earlier, but just to reiterate for anyone who wasn't here, Jordan's Champ Camp, right? Jordan's Champ Camp that I'm going to be going to in about 2 weeks. Actually, it's exactly 2 weeks from today. And at first I was like, oh, it's just this cool thing. You get to compete, and if you do well, you get to have a chance to go to a champ camp final. But I was like, really, it's mostly just about meeting Jordan and competing in front of some challenge and reality TV people. I thought that would be a little bit cool. But he put up another video which says, if you are part of the winning team for your champ camp that you attend, you will get a ticket and a paid flight. You will get a ticket and a paid flight to go to the champ camp finale, because he has like a champ camp finale, right? So if you get to that finale, the finale, as he said, is going to be in a stadium. like the finale is gonna be in a stadium, and it's going to be recorded, and you're gonna get a chance to win some money and get on a show because he's trying to make it into a show. And I was like, that's a little bit bigger than I thought it was supposed to be. So now with that said, I kind of put a unfair amount of pressure on myself. I put an unfair amount of pressure on myself because now I'm like, the stakes are like higher than I expected them to be. Because I had a feeling before of like, I'm just gonna go and have a good time, and whatever happens, happens. But now I'm like, what? I'm competing to get a chance to be on a freaking show? Like, I was telling somebody, a couple of people told me, how do you think Champ Camp is gonna compare to these like hardcore competitions that you do? In terms of the physical aspect of it, I truthfully don't think that Champ Camp is gonna be harder physically than anything I've ever done in my life. I don't. I just don't, right? But thing about Champ Camp, sorry, I'm multitasking. But the thing about Champ Camp is like, I'm gonna be competing in front of champs. Like some champs, not all of them are champs, but I'm going to be competing in front of some champs, right? And particularly the one that would make me the most nervous, well, Jordan, but also Cara Maria, because I've talked to her about some of the fitness competitions that I've done, and she's like, "Oh, you're a badass for doing that," because there's some things that she hasn't done, but it's not like I'm finishing first in those competitions. It's just that I'm finishing them. There's no pressure for me to finish in a certain position, and there's nothing that I'm gaining. Like, unless I was one of the people that was finishing first, right? Uh, it's just like her 99 to beat. Don't finish last. And truthfully, even if I did finish last, like, what happens if I finish last? Sorry that I'm not reading your comments though, because I am right now doing a couple of things at the same time. Um, yes, I do sometimes. Oh, the notifications, you're saying you get them sometimes. I just want to say thank you when you jump on. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you, Chocolate. I do. You've been here A1 day one. You've been on A1 day one, and sometimes you give comments that remind me that I'm not just doing this for views and for notoriety and for accolades and for money. You know what I'm trying to say? Because like Vicky had a conversation with me the other day. If you don't mind me saying this, Vicky, where Vicky was telling me about like some challenges, which the details I'm not really gonna go about, but like some challenges that she faces in her life, and says that these lives sometimes and stuff help her have been helping her to get through those challenges. And I don't always think about that when I'm doing that, to tell you the truth. I just get on here, and sometimes it gives me a break from my own thoughts. I'm like, I want to think about something else right now, 'cause I have so much going on in my own life that jumping on here is like a little break. Ooh, hold on a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Unfortunately, I am gonna have to pause this live once or twice. Tell you the truth. But I'll be off. I promise you, no more than 5 minutes, and it might not even be that long. If there was a way for me to make a call and still be on here, but it's like it's such a short call that it's such a short call. Okay. When I want to praise Muhammad Ali. Okay, so I'm gonna be off. I'm going to off for like I'm gonna see if I'm gonna get something from this place. I might be able to kill two birds with one stone here. If I can, then I won't even have to get off. How about that? Because it was on my Bluetooth. 1 second. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. All right, last minute food. I just keep forgetting to not connect the phone to Bluetooth, except for the fact that the Bluetooth has solved another problem of mine, which is like I can hear the directions on the GPS in the car while I talk to you guys. Because when I have the Bluetooth off, it talks on my phone, and then you guys hear it on my phone, and it's distracting. So I feel like between the sound quality change and that, it's the lesser of two evils, if that's a dramatic way to describe it. I always go on mute, if you guys haven't noticed, when I go into establishments and I'm talking about orders and money and bringing out my card and all that stuff, because much as like I pretty much trust you guys after a good amount of time. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Take care now, right?
Appreciate it. It's my first time here. If it's good, I come back.
No problem.
All right, have a good night.
Have a good night, sir. Hey, what's up, honey?
Life is changing for me, and I'll tell you how. Life is changing for me in the sense that I used to feel a strong way about going to like a Mexican restaurant and having Asians serve me my food. Now I'm just saying, while I like going into a restaurant and seeing people of the culture of the food that I'm buying, I'm now just like, as long as the food is good, I'd rather support the culture. And when I say the culture, I don't mean my culture. I mean, I'd rather support whatever culture it is that is providing the service. However, yeah, but now I'm just kind of desensitized to it because it happens so much, especially with Asians. No disrespect if I have any Asians on my channel, but y'all be just learning the sauce. Y'all be learning the sauce and carrying the business. Hold on one second. Yeah, y'all be just learning the business because Asians now own Jamaican restaurants, crab boils. Hey yo, how how do you just take over something that ain't even yours? But you know what? I guess my goal should just be to be that same person and look at that thriving business. No, I wouldn't feel comfortable trying to take over the business of, like somebody from like of a certain culture or whatever. But I would like to take something of my own culture and then turn it into something big. We'll see. Maybe one of these days. Oh, over here, you know who's in the kitchen because I look. Like, honestly, this is a random pet peeve of mine, I guess. But tell me to turn left. If I go to an establishment and I can't see the kitchen, I don't want it. I already feel a little bit of a weight when I go to a fast food drive-through and I take a look in the back and I can't see what's in the back because I want to see who's prepping my food. Because it could be people who don't wash their hands. They could be spitting in my burger. Like, dog, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. I said, come on, man. I want to figure out what to watch tonight. My basketball games are over. My team won. Now I want to, figure out, like, hey, what am I going to do next? The night is still young, even though it's not. Christmas is here again. I did Instacart today. I went to a store that had so much Christmas stuff on it. It made me feel like I like Christmas. Now, on the other hand, I did like Christmas when I was growing up, so I'm not like the biggest bah humbug guy in the world, but at the same time, like, I miss my grandma. I miss my grandpa. Excuse that slip up. I miss my grandpa because he was the glue guy that brought our family together for those things, and I love him, and he is like the best man that I ever knew in my whole life. There's a couple people that comparable, but he's number one. He's always going to be number one in my heart forever. And you might think Pops is going to be there, but since this is Straight Talk Sunday, I probably have said this before. I didn't always have the best relationship with my dad. There was a long stretch of time when it just wasn't good or almost non-existent. And I don't mean non-existent like I couldn't call him, like I couldn't speak to him, and but we had major ups and downs and major downs. And when my mom told me about the full scope of his illness and basically said to me, not in this exact words, but like he's gonna die, and it's not gonna be a long period of time before that happens. And she said, "Will you be willing to help me take care of him because I can't do that on my own?" And there's a petty part in my heart that said, "No, I will take care of him relative to how much he took care of me," which was at times very little. But what made me start doing that was the fact that, my mom, I knew that my mom needed help with him. Like, if it wasn't going to be her, it was going to be nobody if I did not step up to the plate to do that. I'm the only one that was living there. I was the only one that was capable of doing that at that time. And so I did it for her, not him. But the thing is, as I was doing that for him, I experienced a version of him that I would have never experienced if I hadn't changed my attitude towards it. And like it was just doing that, and the change of heart that I had allowed me to be able to close that chapter and not feel guilty or not feel like I left anything on the table. Like, I feel good where things ended with my dad. Now, my grandpa's life and my life, on the other hand, the reason I say that my grandpa's the best man I ever knew is because there was no change. There was no change, there was no change with him and me from the beginning to end. He was always strict. He was always rigid. He was always loving. He ruled with an iron fist. I'll say that much. But he was so invested into the lives of his family. He loved his family dearly, and his methods, not always the greatest. I'm so big on intent. When I can confirm somebody's intent, I can let go of mistakes, because everyone makes mistakes. Intent matters big time to me. Huge. Am I freezing out again? Am I glitching out again? I jumped out and in. Oh, shoot. I jumped out and in because it appeared that it possibly could have been frozen. So, in the event that it was, I hope that it's back. But here's the thing, to give you guys some better news. When I do Straight Talk Sunday, I will not be doing it from the car. Straight Talk Sunday will be going from my house with my Wi-Fi or my internet in my house. And, so that means that the connection is going to be much more stable. It's going to be, I'm going to have my webcam on and my microphone. So, y'all are hopefully going to hear and see me clearly and not be dealing with an unstable mobile network connection that comes and goes as I, navigate through the car, where the towers are going to impact whether my service is good or is bad. So, yeah, that's the straight talk. That's what talk Sunday. But I'm going to have it so you guys know about my topic beforehand. I'm gonna let you guys know. What? Where's that? Is that here? I guess that's here. I'm taking the scenic route, dude, because I've never even seen these places in my life. Like, there's restaurants that I haven't seen before. I'm reaching through pockets of town that I have not explored. The depressing part is, we are Sunday night, 9 and change. And the depressing thoughts kicking in that, Monday is back to work, but this week is payday. It's payday this week, so I'm happy about that. And then, like I said, less than 2 weeks until Florida. In addition to Jordan saying, I want to sit in some sun, kid. I want to sit in some sun and bask in it and just enjoy. Maybe I'll find a beach to go to. It's hard. I'm struggling with something. I want to know what you guys think about what I'm struggling about. So, I told you guys the original thing that I asked for your donations for was so that I could go to Orlando, Florida, and attend this reality TV thing they do once a year, where they're gonna have all these Big Brother people. Morgan's gonna be there, Ashley's gonna be there, this and this and this, and it's like my heart really wants to go for that. I want to go to that, and because I'm gonna be there Saturday, I have enough time to attend a Saturday event where I can go attend the event, and you know what I'm saying, and like meet all those big brother and all those people, whatever, right? And then I can just go do something at night, and then from there I can, prepare to do my competition thing on Sunday, which is going to be 6 hours. So I'm deciding between whether to just spend Saturday, like whether to just spend Saturday, chilling and doing what I want to do, or if I want to spend Saturday, like, if I want to spend Saturday, like, doing something I want to do, or whether I want to just like kill two birds with one stone and try to talk to those big brother people, or like try to get an interview with like Morgan, and try to run into like whatever challenge people are there and all that stuff, or if I just want to forego that and completely just dedicate my time, solely to Jordan's champ camp. I don't know if my thing is frozen or if just nobody's talking, but anyways, I'll be on here for another, 5 minutes or so I'll refresh one more time. So this is my last refresh, and from here, I can give you like the last 2 minutes. I'm gonna give you no Bluetooth. How about that? Hold on. And I hit a stoplight. So maybe the last 3 to 4 minutes, you're gonna get clear, Mark, clear. You're gonna get the clearest version of me that you could ever imagine, boy.
Go past this light.
I low-key discovered a gem of a town as I was looking for something.
At the light, turn.
They want me to play for a Thanksgiving party this week, and I don't know what I want to play. I don't know if I'm going to play or if I want to play, but hey. Anyways, listen, I wanted to make this an announcement, right? I think I might have vaguely said it, but I thought more about it after I said it this morning. If you are a channel member, let's say up until...
The destination is on...
You have up until December... I'm going to make an announcement about this specifically, but you have up until December 15, right? You have up until December 15 to sign up for a channel membership on my channel. It's $2.99. And this is what I'm going to do. Based on how many people are on my channel... This is my like end of year give back, because I'm not doing a gift box or whatever like I did last year. If you have up until December 15 to be a member of my channel, and honestly, you can become a member on December 15. That's fine. What I'm gonna do is, the people who are members before December 15 get 2 entries apiece into this raffle, right? And the people who are not members until let me see, December 15. How about this? The people who are members of my channel before December 1 get 2 entries, and anyone who becomes a member from December 1 to December 15 gets 1 entry. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the amount of members that I have on December 15, and I'm going to, based on the amount of money the memberships are, like, let's say, just to make it easy math, the memberships are $2.99 or whatever, and there's 10 members, then $30, and I would add, I'm not going to say how much I would add, but I would add some of my own money to that $30, and then do a raffle, and then get that money to whoever it is that wins that raffle in some way, shape, or form. Let's see. That's it. You'll get some money. It's not like it's gonna break the bank, but one winner that is a channel member of mine is going to get a prize, right? So here's the other thing. They're gonna get a prize. Think, Mark. Think, Mark. Okay. Yeah, so everybody gets 2 entries. Everybody who's already a member now and remains a member through the last day of November gets 2 entries. Anyone who becomes a member from December 1 through December 15 gets 1 entry, and the winner gets a cash prize that I will get to you hopefully like before Christmas Day. Whether you celebrate or not, Christmas Day is the benchmark. So that's what we're gonna do with that. All right. So that's what I wanted to say. I'm gonna make the announcement like in a more official form, but that's it for now. Thanks for joining me, and please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't worry, Straight Talk Sunday is going to be a thing. I can't guarantee you that I'm going to do it every Sunday going forward for the rest of this year, because I have a lot of things going on Sundays. But how about this? It's going to be kind of like Big Brother. I might do it on a Sunday one week. I might do it on a Wednesday one week. You know what I'm saying? But I'll announce it ahead of time based on what I have going on in my life. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell to get notified of when I drop some more supercalifragilistic. Oh, I tried that one. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious content. Salute.